Yeah, I'm not going to be editing this just because the whole system is still out of whack. So we're just going to do this all in one wonderful little take and just get to the whole thing. All right, so here's the situation. On Twitter, I got a DMCA claim and it locked my account for not all that long at all. But here's the thing. I need to know what that DMCA claim was. Now, I have gone through my email that is registered with Twitter, and there is not a single email from Twitter for anything other than you have signed in from a new device. Which, by the way, I knew that I signed in from a new device. That's not the issue. It was my phone. But that's the only email that's there. All right? So I need to find out what that is. And if you want to know why I need to know what it is simply because, well, if you want me to go ahead and make sure that I don't infringe DMCA, then I need to know how I infringed it. I need to know who actually took legal action against me, because that's what a DMCA is. So, you know, in order for any of this, anyone who does use the DMCA law as a blunt instrument, I do feel does subject themselves to also being outed for using the DMCA law as a blunt instrument, such as in the case with IOSIS, who I strongly suspect is the reason I got a DMCA claim, but it could have also very well have been an improper claim from one of the many artist scammers I've received on and have called out for, you know, using other people's works of their own. In which case, I do have a very valid copyright claim I can make against them, which would be a great blow against these said people. So, knowing where this claim came from is incredibly important. Not only that, but also for the fact that, you know, it's someone taking legal action against me. And I don't know about you, but as someone who actually takes my hobby of streaming very seriously, I do like to know who is trying to take legal action against me, so that we can resolve the issue before it escalates to something that would require, you know, legal defense. This most likely won't escalate to that point, but I digress. But here's the problem, all right? My account is unlocked, and one person suggested, I'm not going to say who, they know, and anyone can find out if they really want to, but, you know, I'm not going to go ahead and like out anyone for ideas that end up being dead ends. All right. The thing is that if you go ahead and they suggested go to lock and suspended account issues. If I go there, it says you are currently not logged in or logged into a Twitter account that is not suspended or locked. Please log out and log into the account that is suspended or locked in order to submit this request. So I can't even submit anything. Now I could go to account access. We could go here. And the thing is that the issues that then come up is I need to regain access. I'm trying to reactivate my account. I'm trying to deactivate or close my account or appeal a locked or suspended account. None of these are the case. Everything is actually in regards to DMCA. So we then go over here, and now I'm on a radically different page, which is super cool, by the way. But we're going to go back to contact us, because that's where we actually were before, because that's what I need to get in touch with, because adding Twitter support is about as effective as being a crazy person yelling at a bus stop. Which, I mean, I'm more than happy to be the crazy person yelling at a bus stop. Not going to lie. If it means drawing more attention to just how absolutely, completely and utter dog shit this website is at managing its own affairs. Because this is actually horrendous. So we look around. The closest we can find is help with intellectual property issues. Surely we'll find issues with the DMCA there. So we go down to here, and it says I need to submit a counter notice for a DMCA notification, or I need to submit a DMCA retraction. Notice none of these are I need to see what the DMCA claim is. Keep in mind, I don't know at all where the DMCA claim came from. Still. So here's the best part. Let's say I want to go ahead and submit a counter notice. All right. Let's just say I want to go ahead and take the ultimate extreme. I go ahead and fill all this out. I'm not going to do it here, obviously, because that's just going to dox me. And here's the thing: identification of the material that has been removed. I literally don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out, Twitter. And then, of course, we have legal statements, which means now you cannot just kind of jerry rig this sort of thing, because now you have all this legalese here. And once you have checked this, that does count now as legal documentation. And anytime you do legal documentation, you want to make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's, because that can come back and then bite you. And then I would have to make sure I have legal representation. It's just, this is maddening. This is absolutely maddening. Nowhere here on this whole thing is there anything with this. The best I can do is maybe, just maybe, go through some of the general ones, see if there's just a general thing I can go ahead and submit. But the thing is that the moment you go to, you know, the feedback on Twitter, you can't submit feedback. All you get is this fucking help center that's just like, let me help you. The thing is, we don't want to actually hear your fucking feedback at all, because we don't give a fuck about you. All we want to do is just have you in an absolute fucking feedback loop, so that you have no hope of actually making contact with us, despite the fact that legal action has been taken against your personage. And we're just going to do absolutely fucking nothing about it. And I guess at this point, the way Twitter is trying to make it, if I ever want to find out anything about the DMCA claim, I either got to A, sound like a crazy person on Twitter and constantly at Twitter support and then get ignored, or B, go actually get legal representation and have an official letter sent. Which, by the way, if we've seen anything out of the way Twitter has been handling their legal anything in court lately, is just going to be promptly ignored. You could then try to sue for damages. You'd have grounds for suing damages, because they are actively impeding the legal process, and then you could go ahead, go after them for a small amount, and then tack on your lawyer fees and all that. But guess what? They're not even paying their rent. What the f makes you think you're going to get anything out of that? I have better odds of squeezing water out of this frickin' switch. I am not giving up. Not by a long shot. Because, again, this is actively impeding with the legal process. So, I need to get this information. Because otherwise, if it is something like IOSIS, and that they are, in fact, you know, throwing their weight around, first off, A, they deserve to actually be then called out for doing so. And then B, I need to go through all the clips that are posted on Twitter and just pull all the ones that are actually do include the one sound clip from Cyrano's Perfect Math class. I assume that's what it is. I don't know. But that's going to do it for me. Take care, and I hope you have a great day. If you have any other questions, check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/EagleFalcon. I'm sorry this wasn't edited, like, at all, or has anything added to it at all. But Remder is still out of commission. I am still trying to get my video editing workflow back. Don't have that. Bye.